All right, Kelly, thanks. Andy, thanks for coming all the way out to New York. You had a big announcement today, Alexa Plus. Want to talk about that. I also want to mark 2025 is 10 years since you and I first sat down at reInvent 2015.
It's amazing.
So, yeah.
Feels like it's been 20.
We'll see how you feel after the interview. No, so tell me about Alexa Plus. There's this shift in what Alexa can do. And as we've got this, this era of new models in AI, you're in this agnostic, use the best model for the job. How's Alexa Plus going to work better and differently for people?
Well, we're really excited to announce Alexa Plus today. It's our next generation of personal assistant. She's more, she's smarter, she's more capable, she's more useful, and you can do all the things you've been doing with Alexa for 10 years, but just every single one of those functions gets better with generative AI, the way we built it in. And I'll kind of give you some ways I've been using it myself, playing around for the last few weeks to give you an idea of why I like it so much. You know, I'm a big music fan. You and I have talked about this before. So the other day I was trying to remember. I went to the opening night of the Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion tour in 1991 in Alpine Valley, Wisconsin with my college roommate. And I was trying to remember who the opening act was for it. And so I asked Alexa, and she reminded me it was Skid Row. She said, "Do you want to play Skid Row?" I said, "Maybe not." I did want to play a Guns N' Roses song, but I wanted to play the song that I couldn't remember the name of. I said, "It's a song that has the word apples in it." She's like, "Bad apples, do you want to play it?" I said, "Yes." Like that's, you know, think about that versus what Alexa's been. She wouldn't have known the opening act. She wouldn't have known when it was. She wouldn't have been able to get Bad Apples from Guns N' Roses. So, you know, much smarter, takes action. Or, you know, if you use Alexa for smart home, you can now say, "Hey, we have guests coming to the house at 7 o'clock tonight. Please open the drapes, turn the lights on the porch and the driveway, raise the temperature 5 degrees, and play mellow music in the dining room." Like all just verbally, no app, no complexity, just all happens. You know, all, again, taking action. Or you know, in New York, I can ask. Where are good restaurants around where we are right now? She'll give me ideas. She'll ask if I want to make a reservation. She can make a reservation for me. So it's not just that she's really smart and can be conversational, but she can also do something that you just don't see today in these chatbots, which is take real actions and get real things done.
Multi-step awareness, context, that kind of thing. Now tie that in for me to the business overall, because we know about AWS, huge data center presence, huge scale. You guys are the biggest. You've also got Trainium, Inferentia. You got chips that are tuned specifically to do the tasks that you want done in the data center. Combine that with what you're doing now with Bedrock and the choice of models on top of that. How does that give you a business advantage and maybe even longer term a profitability advantage over the other players in the space?
Well, I think one of the interesting things about what we're doing with AI and at Amazon is we have this very unusual AI flywheel, where if your mission is to make customers' lives better and easier every day, which is ours, and if you believe every customer experience is going to be reinvented by generative AI, which we believe, then you're going to be building a lot of generative AI apps. And if you're building a lot of apps, it means you're getting a lot of feedback from builders on what they need in the building blocks for generative AI. And then if you invest in those building blocks, like we have, our own chips with Trainium 2, which are 30 to 40% more price performant than what's out there, our own frontier models in Amazon Nova, our own model building services in SageMaker AI and generative AI application building services in Amazon Bedrock. If you're investing in those, and you get a lot of feedback, it can't help but making those investments and those services much better more quickly. And as they get better more quickly, it can't help but allow builders to more easily and quickly build generative apps, which means they can't help but building more apps on top of the platform. So there is that very unusual flywheel we have, and it impacts really all the areas of our business in a way that's unusual.